Hi, this is Stefan from Fix to World Morocco, and today I'm going to show you how you can grid your home, the outside, with Orgone pyramids. Okay, so what we see here is a home that's approximately 1,000 square foot. And what you're going to want to do is take each one of the 4 pyramids and place them around the edge of your home. This is the first pyramid, and I'm placing it right in the border down on the ground. This is the second pyramid, and I'm placing it right down on this corner of the property. This is the third pyramid, and I'm placing this on the corner, the third corner. This is the last pyramid for the 4th corner of the property. Okay, now you've just effectively gridded your property with Orgonite, and what this has effectively done is dispense with the chemtrails not only above your home but also in your neighborhood. It works constantly, works 24/7, and this is how you effectively grid your property if you own it. Now, if you rent your property, there might be some other issues involved. If it's a public space where people are traveling or going through it, you might have some problems with people, or if you're afraid of people taking one of the pyramids. Then you have to look into other considerations. Like, for example, like this property has a flat roof. So if you don't have the land around you where you can plant all 4 pyramids, you can put the 4 maybe on the top of your flat roof. Also, if you are someone who lives in an apartment, you obviously don't have any land to put the pyramids around. In that case, you'd take the 4 pyramids and you'd put it on the 4 corners inside your home. So these are considerations to look at when you're looking at gridding your property. If you own it and you have acres, then you can get 4 or 8 or 12, depending on how much land you have, and proceed to grid your property based on the dimensions of your land. But if you rent, then it depends on what the landlord has allowed you to place on your property. If you have people going through it and you have concern about people taking your pyramids, then you should probably consider either having it on some part of your property, like your flat roof, or just doing it on the inside of your home. So now let me show you where you can use Orgonite on the inside of your home. Okay, so you're in your main living space, where I suggest one of the main places to put one of these pyramids is where you're doing most of your online activity, and that includes where the TV, the computer, and the router is. In this case, we're going to take one of these pyramids and we're going to put it right next to the router. It's not going to block the signal, but it's going to transform that wireless energy that's coming off of this device into something that's more beneficial, that won't harm you as much. So we're going to take this pyramid and we're going to set it near the router, just like that.
And that's enough, right? That'll do it?
And that's enough.
That's great.
It's great to have Orgonite generally where it's the most lived in the house. And the living space is obviously a place where everyone comes to relax and watch movies and eat and dine and so forth. So along this sofa, if you have a coffee table or some kind of long horizontal surface, you want to place an Orgonite piece, maybe a charge plate, maybe a pyramid, in the center of the room or on your coffee table. in a place to where when there's a lot of people, it also promotes a sense of well-being. And this is all because of simply the stray fields in the environment. When they impact upon your orgonite piece, it emits a negative ion, and it's a negative passive ionizer. And that's what gives you a sense of well-being, reduces the stress, and creates a calming environment. So you also want to put a pyramid where there's a lot of activity. You want to put a pyramid near the wireless or some of the wireless machinery, the television, the computer, in order to transform some of those fields from the device that's actually radiating the energy. You also want to put a pyramid in the center of the room where it's the most lived in. But generally, as a good buffer for the inside of your home, you want to take a pyramid and you want to put it in the corners of each one of your rooms. So here, we're going to take this pyramid, we're going to put it in the corner of the living room. Now, I'm going to show you how we use orgonite in the kitchen. So what you see here are two of our bronze charge plates. And we're just going to show you some of the uses for these charge plates. We use them to keep things fresh, things structured, like structured water. And we make our structured water by using our distiller to make us a thing of distilled water. So when we want to structure our drinks, what we do is we take some of our distilled water and we put it on our charge plates, and the structuring process only takes a couple of minutes, at least for small drinks. And the next thing you know, it passively basically structures the water molecules. You don't see anything, but the field that's coming off of these plates is structuring everything above it. So this water becomes structured in about 5 minutes or so. Now, we make a lot of distilled water and we store it in these jugs here. So the way we structure our water with our containers of distilled water is after we've mineralized our distilled water, we set it on our charge plate and we leave it for 24 hours at a time. And now after 24 hours, after this field has been going through this container with the water, we just take it off and we just use it and we put another container on. This water is now structured and you can enjoy the health benefits of structured water. Now also, when we get our fruit and vegetables from the local shop, all of it's organic, we set the bowls on plates as well and we just leave it there. And what you'll find is that the fruits and vegetables that you have resting on plates tend to decay much longer, at a much longer rate than if you didn't have the charge plates. We've done the experiments ourselves. Others have replicated this experiment that you can find online with various vegetables, with cherry tomatoes sitting on charge plates versus cherry tomatoes not on charge plates. And you preserve your fruits and vegetables much longer this way and you save yourself a lot of money. So for your wine connoisseurs, an idea here is to take using the charge plate as a means of storing the wine near it or on it in your wine cellar. By having a charge plate in your collection, you basically preserve your wine in a much healthier way. You allow the fermentation process and so forth to work for you by using this technology. By having the orgonite charge plate in your wine cellar, not only is it helping you preserve your wine better, but it's also improving and preserving the taste that you work so hard to achieve in your collection. But let me show you the best way to use orgonite in the kitchen, and that's in the fridge. By putting this plate inside the fridge, what you've just done is increase the shelf life of all your products within your fridge. It turns the whole thing into an Orgone accumulator box. Your vegetables will be lasting 3 or 4 times longer. Now let me show you how you can use Orgonite to help you sleep. Okay, what you see here are our Orgone sleeping pods. Now these sleeping pods are compact, portable, but they're also thick, and that's the secret to its strength. And what you do is you have this resting on you or near you in the bed or under your pillow, like so. And by doing that, that allows you to get a good night's rest. A lot of us are very sensitive to the harmful effects of EMF. And with the rollout of wireless technology like 5G and so forth, there's going to be problems with people being able to rest at night because of the interaction of these fields with the body. So what these do is when you have them on you, when you have it under your pillow, it provides a field of protection around your body so that you can get a good night's rest. So I hope that gave you some ideas on how you can use Orgonite inside and outside of your home. Orgonite's changed my life greatly. It's why I started making it. It's because I was really affected by the harmful effects of EMF. I couldn't sleep at night. I was feeling really ill. And I had to find something that would work. And this is where I found out about Orgonite and what it was. And it's why I started making it. And I'm just glad to have customers contacting us and telling us what they like, what improvements we can make. And I'm just really pleased to be making these now for other people. And so I found the benefit of having this around the home. And if you're interested and want to purchase, you can go to fdwproject.com for that, and also look at our special offers in the link below.
So that's it for now, everybody. We'll wrap this up by saying that if you want to check out our special offers on our different products, we have all kinds of special offers that are running where you can get some great deals. We ship worldwide.
And you can always contact us through our email if you have any questions about any of our products.
Yep, and if you really wanted to, you can call us as well because we have a phone number and leave a message, and we will do our best to get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. And we just want to say thank you so much to all of our customers, especially our repeat customers.
Thank you very much.
It's been really, really a beautiful, amazing process to watch how more and more people are learning about how to use Orgonite in their lives. They're experiencing the benefits and the effects of the Orgonite, and they're coming back to tell us about it. We just wanted to say thank you, and if you have any questions, give us a call or write us an email, and we'll see you next time from Fix the World Morocco. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. Hi, I'm Tavon Rivers from Fix the World Morocco. I have a special offer I'd like to make to you today for our Shungite Orgonite EMF protection pyramids. So what is Orgonite and what do you use it for? Orgonite is a special composite of metal and crystal powders encased in an epoxy resin that is able to take the stray fields in the environment and turn it into healthy energy. You can use the pyramids to grid your property to protect you and your neighborhood from chemtrails. You can also put these pyramids inside your home for a healthy and stress-free, relaxing environment. When chemtrails are sprayed above your home, they settle down in the form of heavy metals and other toxic, harmful elements. Orgonite pyramids are able to break up the chemtrails above you and also provide a shield of protection around your home. The secret is in the Orgone energy field that these create that can be scientifically measured. These pyramids normally sell for $99 each, but today you can get it for the special offer below. At Fix the World Morocco, we're celebrating 1 year of making Orgonite with over 1,000 happy customers. I make every pyramid by hand, and we personally package and ship to locations all over the world. If you have any questions about our products, you can email us at fixtheworldproject@gmail.com, and either myself or my wife Naima will promptly respond to you. These offers at these prices will only last for 24 hours once you click that button. So don't delay, order your pyramids today.
Here is how Orgone transforms energy. Some people might think that Orgone blocks energy, but it's actually a lot more complex than that. You see, what Orgone energy does is it takes energy that is harmful and it transforms it into energy that is beneficial. So it cleans it up, kind of like a sewage treatment system can clean up or transform waste. Harmful wireless fields from cell towers, smart meters, smartphones, internet routers, and your television, for example, make the environment around you toxic and harmful to human health and well-being. Orgone energy placed around your environment cleans up the toxicity and helps to restore a healthy, life-supporting environment. This effect can be measured in various ways, such as preserving blood samples for longer periods of time, preserving fruits and vegetables and foods for longer periods of time, better seed germination results in plants, bigger yields in plants, providing pain relief, aiding in better sleep and relaxation, seeing the energy field in frozen water, and much more. Orgone energy devices are made mixing a blend of iron oxide, steel, brass, shungite, and crystal powders into an epoxy resin. When the epoxy cures into a solid plastic state, it puts pressure on the surface area of the powders. This causes something known as the piezoelectric effect, which emits a harmonizing field generated by the different specific properties of the ingredients. It is this field that transforms the harmful energy from EMFs into healthy, life-preserving energy. Because if you can't sleep, that's definitely, that will change your life. To be able to get a good night's sleep, for me, I couldn't sleep for years until we tried our sleeping pods, and I swear by these things. They are amazing. We sleep with them every night, and I have a wonderful night's sleep because of this. So customers will come back and they'll get the sleeping pod. And then before you know it, it's like then they want the charge plates for their fridge, and they want pyramids. So we get these repeat customers, and what that tells us is that the products for them are working for them. We do get lots of emails, and we'll go through some of our customer feedback as well, but the products are working for folks out there, and that's why they're coming back and getting more, because they want to create a stronger and stronger protective environment with Orgone energy and the good ions that come from this as well. And it structures your water, it structures your food, but most importantly, it's the EMF blocking that's really making a huge difference. There's more and more EMF and 5G towers that are going up everywhere, and because of that, people are they're going online. They're trying to search for solutions. Like, what can I do? They're putting up a 5G tower in my neighborhood. I have Wi-Fi everywhere. I feel sick all the time. What do I do? And you look up EMF protection, and this is what you get is they're finding our videos, and they're trying something, and they're saying, this really works, and then they come back and they get more.
Yes, that's right.
So that's really, really helpful. So tell us about the sleeping pods.
Okay, so the sleeping pod is one of our top selling products. The sleeping pod is what you want to have if you have a hard time sleeping and you're sensitive to like the harmful effects of Wi-Fi. Now, a lot of us sleep in high rises, and we have cell phone towers around us. Even if we turn off all the equipment in our home, we have neighbors and their equipment is still on. So these fields still go through the body, and your body is very sensitive to these fields, and it can keep you up at night. What the sleeping pod does is provide a barrier protection around your body so that you can get a good night's rest. And the thing about the sleeping pod as compared to one of our charge plates here is it's a thicker product compared to the charge plate. It's also very portable. It fits in the palm of your hand, so if you're someone who travels a lot and on the go, if you're in a hotel, you can have this with you in your pocket, in your purse, or what have you. And because of its thickness, it's very strong. So you can have this on your body while you're asleep, or just kind of you touching it on the bed or under your pillow at night. And it takes these random harmful stray fields and it dampens the whole effect around your body, so your body doesn't get the impact as it would without this.
You know, I have to tell you that these sleeping pods have really changed my life. I've spoken about this before. I was, you know, your typical stressed out, you know, corporate employee, and I had a really high stress job, and I had a lot on my mind. That plus going through the Wi-Fi. I was always living in some kind of a home that had Wi-Fi everywhere. Plus, I was in cities. I lived in cities, so I had like all this electricity. The power lines, they emit EMFs and all different things, right?
Yes, that's right.
So for those reasons, I was just never able to sleep. For years and years, I had sleeping problems. And I did it all. I didn't take like pharmaceutical sleeping pills, because that kind of creeped me out a little bit to take any kind of drugs like that. But I did take natural sleeping pills. I took things like melatonin and Calms Forte, and try to get enough magnesium. And I did the meditate yourself to sleep, or the sounds in the background. I did all of that, breathing exercises, to try to fall asleep at night, and absolutely nothing worked. And it was horrible, because basically I just wouldn't fall asleep until 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I couldn't get up, and then I didn't have enough sleep, and then the whole day you feel cranky. It lessens, like it really messes up your immune system. I would get colds a lot, all kinds of stuff, just because I couldn't sleep. This solved my problem.
Yes.
I have other people, we have other customers that are writing to us telling us the same thing, that they're having the same thing. This solved my problem, and it's amazing. Now, the way that I use it is because it has a nice smooth surface. We did that on purpose. I actually I asked Tavon to make this for me. So that's where the sleeping pod came from.
Yes.
Because I said, look, I really love the way the pendant feels, but I want something that's really big and thick and powerful. Could you like design this smooth sleeping pod that I can just like hold right here while I'm falling asleep? And that's what I do. It's like, you know how you have a teddy bear when you're a kid, right? This is my teddy bear. Okay, but the thing is that this helps me fall asleep. Why? As soon as I feel it contacting my skin, especially if I put it right here, just before I fall asleep, I actually feel this. It's like a woof kind of feeling.
Yes.
There's an energy that happens when you put this up to you, and it's because of the orgone energy that's being emitted, the negative ions
that's right.
that are really good for you, that are right there. It's kind of like right in your center right here. Also, that's where the EMFs come in.
Yes.
And screw with your brain waves while you're trying to fall asleep. You get all these electronic signals that come from all. I mean, just think about it. Just stop right now, look in your home, and think about all of the electrical noises that you hear. You hear like the sound of the fridge, bzzz, right? And you hear like, and all these things when you're trying to fall asleep and you can't fall asleep, like the clock ticking, the fridge, if you have some kind of machine on, the printer, like whatever it is that makes like these electronic noises, it just emanates through the whole house, right? So these things get louder and louder when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're trying to sleep. So this thing has completely cured my insomnia. I've been using it for 3 years, I think. It's close to 3 years now. Since I've been using this personally. We started selling it
only the past year and a half.
Like a year and a half ago. But I've been using Orgonite to help me sleep for about 3 years, and it's completely cured my insomnia. I have the best night's sleep ever, every single night until it's just wonderful. I mean, it's nice to go and say, look, my life used to be like this, and I could never sleep, and now I can finally sleep, and I'm cured from it. So that's my own personal testimony. Everybody will have their own, but the sleeping pods are very, very popular for that purpose. So that's it for now, everybody. We'll wrap this up by saying that if you want to check out our special offers on our different products, we have all kinds of special offers that are running where you can get some great deals. We ship worldwide.
And you can always contact us through our email if you have any questions about any of our products.
Yep, and if you really wanted to, you can call us as well, because we have a phone number, and leave a message, and we will do our best to get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. And we just want to say thank you so much to all of our customers, especially our repeat customers.
Thank you very much.
It's been really, really a beautiful, amazing process to watch how more and more people are learning about how to use Orgonite in their lives. They're experiencing the benefits and the effects of the Orgonite, and they're coming back to tell us about it. We just wanted to say thank you, and if you have any questions, give us a call or write us an email, and we'll see you next time from Fix the World Morocco. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. Most people have problems sleeping because of the electronic pollution that is in the environment. Things like the Wi-Fi in your home, the television, cell phone towers. Studies have shown that turning off the router, the television, and the computer in your home reduces sleepless nights. Now, although you can shut off the electronic pollution in your home, you still can't control the electronic pollution that comes into your home from things like the cell phone towers, if you're in an apartment complex, the router in the room next door, or if you're in a hotel room. These are things that you can't control. So you can't turn these things off, and they can still beam into your bedroom while you're trying to sleep. Hi, I'm Tavon Rivers from Fix the World, and I suffered from insomnia for years until I found this solution. This is an Orgone Energy Sleeping Pod. It creates a shield of protection around your body that will allow you to sleep while blocking away the electronic pollution in the environment. So let me explain what's happening. When you are bombarded by electronic pollution, it constantly stimulates your brain. Now, this constant stimulation prevents your brain from creating something called melatonin. Now, melatonin is a hormone that is created in the pineal gland, which regulates your sleeping patterns. If you're being bombarded by electronic pollution, that's why you can't sleep. When you're able to shield your body from electronic pollution, you're able to rest more deeply, and you can do it without any pills. You wake up feeling more energized, you can think more clearly, and you basically awake with more energy, and basically, it's just you feel better. This Orgone Energy Sleeping Pod is made from a composite of powders of shungite, iron oxide, quartz, and brass powders, all encased in an epoxy resin. And Orgone Energy refers to the energy that exists in all nature and living beings. And I make each one of these by hand. Orgonite, which is what this is a natural technology. It passively creates negative ions in the air that can be measured with sensitive equipment. Now, we've made this Orgone Energy Sleeping Pod in a sleek design that conforms to your hand, so it's very nice to touch, and is also in a nice, tranquil blue color. We've been testing these pods ourselves while we've been sleeping, and I can say that my partner and I have been sleeping better than we have in years. The other great feature of this product is that it fits nicely in the palm of your hand, and so it's very portable. You can take it anywhere you go, especially if you travel. Now, this has been a godsend for us because me and my partner, we travel a lot, and it can be difficult to fall asleep when you're not in the comfort of your own home. Normally, these sleeping pods sell for $75. But if you order in the next 24 hours, you can get it for the special price below. We also have a deal where you can order 2 pods for you and your partner for a combined discount. So don't delay, order your sleeping pod below and start sleeping better and feeling better than you've felt in years.
What do we have left? The tiles.
That's right.
The tiles,
So
okay.
I'll do these two here.
Yeah, so we've got two different designs of tiles. Now, we'll do another video as well, showing you how, like as an example, how to place these tiles. Now, we came up with this idea. This is for larger projects. You could get one tile. You could buy like one tile and have it as a sample tile.
A coaster or something.
Right, and we've sold a couple of those, the sample tiles, and we have sold a couple of the bigger tile sets, because this is a new product. This has just come out, and we're trying to introduce this as a revolutionary kind of construction material. We took a normal standard size bathroom tile. So if you have a close-up of these, you can actually see like the grooves that are in there, so you can see that they'll fit together, and you can use these with the same exact tile, and then you can create like a pattern in your bathroom or in your home. You can create like a tile border. You can use a whole bunch of these tiles if you want, or you can make the most of your money and space these out. So you would have like one tile and then a whole bunch of plain tiles, cheaper like standard ceramic tiles or something, and then like have another tile, and then you're creating a grid that's built into the walls of your home.
Yes, that's right.
And they're really pretty. Morocco is known for its craftsmanship. Morocco is known for its tile work. So we went and found some gorgeous Moroccan designs here locally in the Medinas and the souks that are around here. And we found this really nice pattern here and decided to put this on top of a tile. So we created the mold, and this is one piece. This is one solid piece. It's a raised design that is on the tile, and basically you pour that in.
Yes. Yeah.
And everything, like we said, everything's handmade. Tavon makes all of this. He's up until 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's right. And again, these are all made with shungite powder for the finish. And also the great thing about these tiles is that because they're epoxy, they're virtually shatterproof. I'm not saying chuck it at the ground, but if you drop this, it won't break like traditional ceramic tiles. And also you can paint these to any color you want. This is epoxy, so if you wanted to change the color with the right paint and primer, you could.
And the color is shungite. So you're seeing a
finish,
black color.
This is black. This is shungite finish.
It's because of the shungite. So the tiles have shungite and Orgonite shungite mix.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what the black color is. You can paint them if you wanted, especially like with the raised design, if you wanted to do like a sponge paint on top of it so that just the raised part is a different color than the bottom. You can do that. You can use these in your bathrooms. You can use them in if you have some kind of like a meditation room of sorts, if that's your thing. Or prayer closet, that kind of thing, just to have a room where the energy is really healthy for you and your psyche and everything else, right? But you can use them around a pool area. If you wanted to do like an outdoor construction project, they will not wear or tear. It's made out of this epoxy. Yeah,
you probably wouldn't want to pull it in the actual pool itself, but maybe like as part of the border on the walkway, that kind of thing.
So these are a great building and construction material, and we think that these might really take off.
Yeah.
Once people realize that you can build parts of your home with healthy materials. I know that once things like bamboo flooring got really big because it was an eco project and that sort of thing. So people who want to build areas of their home with healthy building materials, you definitely want to add Orgone, shungite, Orgonite tiles into your project plans.
If you're doing any kind of eco-friendly home improvement project, you know how important it is to have the right materials. I'm Tavon Rivers from Fix the World Morocco, and today I would like to introduce you to a new revolutionary building material. These are handmade Orgonite shungite building tiles. Let me explain to you how they work. Orgonite is a special composite, a blend of metals within an epoxy resin that is able to take the harmful stray fields in the environment and turn it into healthy, life-giving energy. Shungite is a special mineral only found in one place in Karelia, Russia, that is made mostly of carbon, some of which are made from fullerenes that are used in a wide range of applications for detoxing, removing harmful chemicals from the water, from the environment, and also taking stray fields and turning it into healthy fields in the environment. They are both in this tile. These tiles are made by myself by hand by combining these ingredients into a special mold that I make myself. So how can you use these tiles? The possibilities are endless, but let me give you a few ideas. You can use them to line an entire room in your home, or you can create a meditation or prayer closet, or you can use these in your bathroom, around your pool area. You can put them on your hardwood chairs and make an Orgonite shungite chair. You can put them on a massage table with the cushion on top, so now you have an Orgonite shungite massage table. You can line your bed frame with these and create an Orgonite shungite bed. You can line a tabletop or dining table with them. You can even use them to tile the floors. These tiles come in two styles, plain or with a lovely raised contemporary Moroccan design. You can paint them any color you wish and they will not break like ceramic tiles do. We sell these tiles in lots of different sizes according to the square footage that you wish to cover. At Fix the World Morocco, we're celebrating 1 year of making Orgonite to over 1,000 happy customers. I make every tile by hand, and we personally package and ship to locations all over the world. If you have any questions about our products, please feel free to send an email at fixtheworldproject@gmail.com, and either myself or my wife Naima will promptly respond to you. Click the link below, order your tiles for your eco-friendly and home improvement project, and start experiencing the amazing benefits of shungite and Orgonite in your life. I think we should talk about the charge plates.
Yes, the charge plates. We have two different kinds.
Okay.
Right, and the reason why we've got two here, because we sell these things in some of our special offers that you'll see are like sets of two. So if you wanted to get like a set of two of the bronze colored charge plates, what would you use that for? Well, the biggest thing that I love about these charge plates is the use for the fridge. You take one of these and you put this in your fridge, and it turns your entire refrigerator into an Orgone accumulator box. What does that do? It preserves all your food. So what I have been noticing, and I was funny because I was talking to my mom about this the other day, because she's got these in her fridge too. She says, you know, I'm telling you, I don't throw food out anymore. Now, that's what we've been experiencing as well. So you know how like you leave something in the fridge too long and then you end up having that science experiment in the fridge, right? I haven't seen a science experiment in our fridge in a couple of years since we started using these. And what happens is that the Orgone energy, it kind of like merges with the shape of the refrigerator box. Yeah. Because you think in terms of like a capacitor, right? If you're into electronics and you have a capacitor, there's a shape and it's made out of metals and layers of like wood and cotton and plastic, right? There's there's a shape. Well, the refrigerator turns into like a big capacitor of sorts. Yes. And the Orgone in the refrigerator holds that the capacitor holds the Orgone energy in the refrigerator. I hope I'm explaining that the right way, but basically, it turns the entire thing into an Orgone accumulator box, and anything you put inside your fridge is covered with Orgone energy, which is basically the life-giving energy. So there's been some experiments that have been done, like this one lady put a video out there with a lemon, and she had two lemons. She had one lemon that was on a charge plate, and another lemon that was not on a charge plate, and then she did time-lapse photography over time.
It's like 30 days.
It was 30 days or something to see the decay rate of the lemon. And the first lemon gets all these bacterias and molds.
Turns green.
What happens when lemons rot, right?
Yeah.
But the other lemon that was on the Orgone charge plate did not rot. It stayed intact much, much longer, and it didn't actually rot at all. It just got a hard skin on the outside. It just kind of got hard, and then she cut it open, and the inside of the lemon was still like fleshy. Now this lemon should have been completely decomposed by this point in time, but it was held intact, and that's because the Orgone energy helps the lemon to preserve its life force energy. So it's like the fountain of youth for your produce.
Well said, yeah.
So that's basically what it's been like. Is when I go and I buy heads of lettuce from the grocery store or any of my fruits and vegetables, I put them in the fridge with the Orgone, or sometimes I'll just put the food like right on a plate, set it right on top of one of these, and it just preserves all of our food, and we never throw any food away. We don't have rotting food anymore. We can get through it. Because sometimes you buy a head of lettuce and you don't get a chance to make that salad, and then before you know it, you're throwing away the lettuce and you feel really, really guilty.
Yes, that's right.
Because especially if you're like trying to buy organic and it's much more expensive, right?
Yes.
So this will help you to save money because you're preserving your food longer, especially if you want to get the really good healthy stuff, the organic stuff. That's basically one of the main reasons I love these charge plates. Before we move on to the other one, somebody asked a question recently. They wanted to know, if you have 2 charge plates, like how many should you put in the fridge?
Yeah, that's right.
And the answer, because it also turns your freezer into an Orgone accumulator.
Yes.
Now you can use, if you want, we have one in the freezer and one in the fridge because we make them and we have lots of them, right? And we're kind of like overdosing because we really love it. But you can just use one. You can just use one in the fridge, and if you have your typical fridge freezer connected unit, like a lot of people have, it'll turn the whole thing, the fridge and the freezer, into an Orgone accumulator. And you can see, here's the really cool thing, you'll see it in your ice cubes because we do something called the ice test, where this Orgone plate, it creates a field. All right, so tell us about the ice test.
Right. So to test the strength of any Orgone product, even if you make it yourself, you get it from friends who make Orgonite or these Orgone products, the ice test is a way of recording the field strength, or the field itself, in the ice. It's a visual test, but a qualitative test that gets an idea of what that field looks like. So you you create a liter of distilled water, no impurities in it. You put it in the freezer, in this case with the charge plate. You have it sit on top of the charge plate, and as the ice freezes, it creates a twisting tornado form, or something that looks like a mushroom cloud, like a 3-dimensional explosion in the ice. Now that's the field being recorded in the water bonds of the ice itself. And this can be done on any Orgonite, Orgone composite-based products that people are creating to test the field strength. Also, what people are doing with their ice test is, before they put the water in the plate in the freezer, they put some dye, color dye, in the water, and then so that when they put it in the freezer, as the ice freezes, that dye gets pulled into the center, into this vortex in your little ice sculpture. And that is basically showing the field that all Orgone products create. And you get a very powerful field coming from our charge plates and any other things that you were to buy from us.
And you'll see it in the ice cubes in the freezer?
Yeah, so what this does the same thing with the ice cubes in the freezer. The bubbles become elongated. You get these spindles in the ice. Sometimes with the ice cubes, especially if you've got a charge plate in the freezer, the ice cubes form something called stalagmites. It's like these little spires pop out of the ice. It can't be explained other than the field is creating them as the ice freezes, and they stack up on top of each other. And sometimes your ice, you'll get a little stalagmite pointing up out of the ice. It's bizarre. But,
well, we have pictures of all of these things, so we're going to be laying the pictures over the film so you guys can see it as well. The way I think about it is I just kind of look at everything in our world from a cellular and energetic level, right? Because we know that the way our bodies are made up, we've got nerve centers, and there's little communications, little electronic communications that go from nerve to nerve, and the way that cells are made and the way that energy works. And just if you're watching plants grow, that's why we'll talk about the garden stones in a bit, because Orgonite does wonders for your plants and your gardens. But you can really see the orgone field effects when you're looking at things like plants, or even like animals. Animals are really sensitive as well to energy fields. For example, you know how before there's an earthquake, the animals can sense the earthquake, and sometimes your pets will start acting really weird. And then right after they act weird, later on that day, there's some kind of an earthquake. That happened with me. We were in an earthquake once, and our cats, and this is a long time ago, but our cats, they sensed the earthquake like 5 to 6 hours before it actually hit. We had no idea that it was going to hit, but the cats started acting very strange, and they started like hiding underneath the bed, and they never did that, and they were just really, really strange. And then all of a sudden, 5 hours later, there was an earthquake. So the animals can sense it. And let me tell you, the animals, we have 4 cats. We turned into cat people, right? They kind of come with the territory in Morocco. But we have 4 cats, and we find our cats sleeping on top of the orgonite all the time. They gravitate towards the orgonite because there's an energy that they feel there, and they like it. It's good, and it's calming, because you know how cats like to lay out in the sun, and they like to get heat and everything, because it's a healthy, good energy. They like it's the same way with the Orgone products. We always find them sleeping on top of a pyramid, or on top of a charge plate, or even the sleeping pods. Like they'll always sleep on top of the sleeping pods. So if you think of our world in its most basic energetic state, as far as the way everything is composed, you can start to understand that if you correct the energy, meaning the scientific energy around something. So, if a plant is dying, it's because there's something going on. You can see plants will die for all different kinds of reasons, right? That's right. But if you correct the energy, and then the plant will come back to life. So think about you, think about your body, think about your home, your children, your animals, your whole environment. If you correct the energy in your environment as far as positive, life-giving energy, instead of this dirty electricity that is really making a lot of us very sick, and we don't even realize that that's what it is. I didn't realize that's what it was.
Neither did I.
I was like, I always have a headache or whatever it is, and it's like, but you definitely want to think about it. Think about, well, how would I feel if I corrected that energy? Removed because you can't really get rid of the dirty electricity. No. You can't get rid of it because it's everywhere, right? But what you can do is you can create a shield around yourself and your home to correct the energy. And that's how this stuff works. So that's it for now, everybody. We'll wrap this up by saying that if you want to check out our special offers on our different products, we have all kinds of special offers that are running where you can get some great deals. We ship worldwide.
And you can always contact us through our email if you have any questions about any of our products.
Yep, and if you really wanted to, you can call us as well, because we have a phone number, and leave a message, and we will do our best to get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. And we just want to say thank you so much to all of our customers, especially our repeat customers.
Thank you very much.
It's been really, really a beautiful, amazing process to watch how more and more people are learning about how to use Orgonite in their lives. They're experiencing the benefits and the effects of the Orgonite, and they're coming back to tell us about it. We just wanted to say thank you, and if you have any questions, give us a call or write us an email, and we'll see you next time from Fix the World Morocco. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. Hi, I'm Tavon Rivers from Fix the World Morocco. I have a special offer that I would like to make to you today for our Orgonite charge plates. An Orgonite charge plate is made from Orgonite material that is able to take the stray fields in the environment and turn it into healthy energy for the home. People use Orgonite plates to protect them and their home from the harmful effects of EMF that exists in the environment from Wi-Fi, 5G, from your television, and from other sources of high-frequency radiation. What are these plates used for? You can have these plates in the refrigerator to preserve your food longer. You can also rest bowls of fruits and vegetables over the plate to preserve your food that way. The plate can also structure water by taking a pitcher of distilled water and placing it on top of them. Now normally, these plates sell for $99 each, but today we have some special offers at the link below.